I'm here. Woo-hoo! Welcome everybody to Timey's pool party. We are in the cabana / office today, but we are going to be here momentarily with none other than the one, the only Gator the legend. And I'm going to have to put my headphones in so that I don't, mess you guys up. So it's not all echoey. Let's see. I have to get back to where I was. I lost where I was. Oh my God. How did I lose you guys? All right. I have to do it this way. How am I not there? I lost there it is. Okay. Breathe in and out and find where the stream is and you'll be fine. I promise you guys, I'm going to find you. Got to get my chat is what I need to get. I need to go to my channel, which I have been having the hardest time just finding my channel lately. All right. I know I need to lower the mute this. Okay, mute it. All right. I'm here and I got the chat. Woo! Yay! Okay. Now I just need to pop the chat out, pop out that chat and get Gator in here. Oh my Lordy. I haven't been drinking, but I would like to right about now, please. Can somebody please get me a beverage? I would like one, very much so. Okay. Gator, I'm grabbing you in 2 seconds flat, and I would like a beverage, please, sir. All right, get to my Hangouts. There we go. Now I just need to add you in here. And put the headphones on. Where's the headphones? Does anybody see my headphones? Found them. Not that I know where to plug them in, but I found the headphones. Because I don't want to make you guys hear an echo. All right, wait, there. Headphone. Okay. Can you still hear me? Please say yes. I hope so. Okay, let's see. Now let's find. Not that. I don't want to do that. That's the wrong button. Here we go. Okay. Now. Yes. Invite. I've invited you, Gator. Come on in. Join me. The water is fine. I swear it is. And it's not tainted with any chemicals or anything. No. I swear it's not. All right. How is everybody? I'm going to say hi to everybody while we wait for Gator to find that link I just sent him. I'm going to start at the top. We've got Needy. We have West Haven. Love you. We've got Gator the legend who is here. Hey, Gator.
Hi.
Yay. Can you guys
Hey, everybody.
see him? Yay. Thank you.
I'm hidden.
And you're hidden. Is he hidden?
Oh, I don't know. No, I'm not hidden. Don't listen to me.
Don't do that to me.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, thank you for coming, and thank you for being patient. Thank you for dealing with my insanity, Needy knows all about it. The poor man had to stand on the porch for an hour and never got in. Roxy!
Oh my God.
I'm sorry. Did I just deafen you guys?
You're fine.
MJ, Justin, West Haven, Schultz, Anon. Who else is here? Schlutz, I'm so sorry. Schlutz, I said that wrong, didn't I? Naughty me.
It's fine. You were trying to be nice. You're trying to downplay it. It's Schlutz, though. Schlutz McGee.
Oh, I know there's more. Farmall, Arnold. Wait, I saw for a second, I saw JB in there. Did he make it over? Crip 6. Oh my Lordy. Wow. Everyone, Faith. I'm going to run out of breath here. Help me out with names.
I'm only West Haven, love you.
I got West.
Oh, see, I'm awful at helping.
All right. I don't know if he made it. I don't see him here. So if somebody wave him over here, because I know that he was over there. So, and I dropped the link, right? I say drop the link, right? I get confused.
Who was it?
JB Cupider. Is how I'm saying it.
JB
I don't know.
Cooper.
I don't know if if I'm saying it right or not, but yeah,
It sounds right to me.
I saw him over in the other chat, but I don't know if he made it. I don't see him here, so I'm sure he'll make it. But hey, thank you for coming. I have coffee.
Oh no, I have
You have beer.
alcohol.
Good job. Did you bring some to
Yes,
share? Because I need
I
some.
would share it if I could.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Alone is all I need. I'm good.
No problem. Hey, coffee's good too. I had coffee all day long.
Sorry, West Haven. Today I am interviewing Gator the Legend, and we're going to talk all about his history in music. And I don't ask any pre-questions. All I need to know is that there's something there, and we find out together. Hey, Super Not, thank you for coming, everybody. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Emmanuel Goffey's here too now. Look at that. You are a stargator. You know that.
I'll just have to whip out some of that classic Gator the Legend improv.
Yes, you will. Because I don't even know where we're going with any of it. All right, you ready?
That's how my whole channel is. So yeah, no, I'm always ready.
I'm going to show you the picture that I took. I want everybody to see how hard I worked all afternoon on this. Okay, I streamed this morning, and then when I got off there, I left there. Hello, Tonic. I can't Zimp. I don't know how to say that. XIMP. I'm so sorry. Hello, Tonic. How are you today? Oh, here. This is, in case you didn't. Hey, there's JB. Thank you for joining us, honey. I was looking for you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This here is our guest, in case you didn't know him, and you should know him, trust me, is Gator the Legend. And this is his link to his channel. If you don't already know him, get over there. Check him out. Hit that red button, and don't forget to hit that bell that, YouTube doesn't always make it work, but it's there for someday it'll work. You know what I'm saying?
Not appropriate for children.
No, this is not appropriate for children. If you are children, get out. It's past your bedtime.
Yeah. No, okay. My whole channel is not appropriate for
children. Yeah, no, his channel's not for kids. It's not a children's channel at all. This is, can you guys see that?
Crystal clear.
That is what it was supposed to look like this evening. Isn't that gorgeous? I worked so hard on it.
That is gorgeous.
This is great. Where you were going to be, right in the middle here. This over here. Pool. Right, you're going to hang out right in the water, swim around a little bit, get splashed. That was the whole idea. Over here, this is, I'm on the right side. I can't tell. Okay, over here, that's a palm tree that instead of having a cup to collect any donations, it's a palm tree that the coconuts fall out of. This on this side is where you guys chat. We're going to hang out. And there's where I was right there. And then there was this really cool thing that popped up and went, bow, whenever anybody subscribed or, anything like that. That's Roxy peeking in, by the way. Any of those things, that's what it was going to do. It didn't work because I'm not that good yet. And I couldn't figure out how to make the, Skype get in the box at all. It wasn't showing up. So you guys wouldn't have seen him at all. So I wanted to show you since I did work all day. My husband's like, are you done yet? I'm like, look, I got time to eat and we can watch one show and that's it. Then I got to come back in here.
What show did you watch?
Oh, well, we watched my brain.
Ring?
Daredevil. Sorry, my brain. I would say my brain.
Daredevil. Daredevil's great.
I love Daredevil.
I love it too. Are you on season 3?
I am. Yeah.
So good. So good.
And
so good.
He hadn't watched it. So what happened was I'd watched all of season 1 and 2, and then he got into it. So then we watched it together again. I'm like, yes.
Nice.
Yeah. And he doesn't watch the other ones. I'm the only one that watches them. I am absolutely wearing a shirt. It just doesn't have any straps. It's hot here today. I like it that way. So, are you ready to tell us all about your history in music?
Yes.
Where shall we begin? When did you first get interested in music?
Well, it was probably a presentation put on by the school that I went to's band director when I was into fourth grade. He was trying to recruit people to come be in band, and he was up there playing all the instruments, and he played the trumpet, and I'm like, that's badass right there. I want to do that. So yeah, I was a real nerd.
Well, it's okay. I was a geek, so we would have gotten along very well.
Very true. Very
We
true.
would have been friends even back then. I like
I,
that.
I believe that. I believe that with all of my heart.
Me too.
I
Even
might
though my
cry. I
glasses
just
were
thought
Coke bottles, at the time. But I saw yours. Yours had tape on them, so we're good. Mine were
that
Coke
was just a
bottles.
couple of years ago. That's like 2 years ago. That was in high school. Oh man.
You don't have to tell
Hey,
me
you know
that.
what though? I have fans that would literally die for those glasses though. Say what you will about them. They
I
want
don't
them.
get it. No, look, you did a good job with them. They stayed together. That's a miracle in and of itself. So I'm proud of you. I'm very proud of
Thank
you.
you.
You're
Thank you.
welcome.
That means everything to me.
Hey, Drone Man. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hi. Thank you for coming. This is Gator the Legend. He's talking all about his history and music. If you have a few moments, stick around, get to know him. He's really funny. Not child friendly, though. That's the only thing I
No.
can say.
I
So,
too much of a potty mouth.
what I don't know what you mean, sir.
Potty mouth, like cursing.
Fucking snake that was fucking, and you see how big that fucking snake was?
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm
That
talking.
was my impression of me on Red Dead Redemption 2 like 3 nights ago when I had to go in the swamps. And I have a phobia. And
Well,
this
I mean, I
snake,
don't blame you.
do you remember those big stuffed snakes that you try to win when you're a kid from the carnival? And they're so long
Yes.
that they touch the ground. Well,
Yes.
imagine that, only it's touching the ground on a grown man in a video game and you're the person playing him. And
I'm
the
with you.
snake's
That's
coming
awful.
after you. Yeah, it was awful. I don't like the swamps, the marshes, excuse me, whatever. Swamps, marsh, same thing. I don't like them. So
So,
now I'm
did you love
going.
the movie Anaconda?
I did
Is
not
that like
watch
your
that
favorite
movie. No, no,
movie?
no, no, no.
You
None of
didn't
those.
watch it?
No,
No.
no, no, no. I couldn't handle them. I broke my high school boyfriend's stereo when he thought he was going to expose me to it to get me over it. I told him
Mm.
that, he kept bringing it closer and closer, and I backed up, and bam, right into a stereo, knocked it off the dresser, and it was gone, broken. That's
I actually
Tucker.
have a similar situation with that because I don't know if you know this, but I kind of have a thing with dogs. I was attacked at a young age, and since then I'm very uncomfortable.
As my
But
dogs walk in and out behind me.
hey, you know what though? As long as I can see them and know that they're there, then they're not here, and I'm good. So,
That's
um,
true.
but Cujo, the movie Cujo, freaked me out when I was younger, just because I didn't like dogs already, and that dog or that movie, well, in that dog, were crazy. Forget about it.
Yeah,
Forget about it.
forget
A
about
big
it.
old dog with freaking rabies coming up trying to attack you and eat your face off, and it's Beethoven like on top of it, like you ruin kids' movies about dogs as
Yeah,
well.
I know,
It's
right?
awful.
I love dogs. I have always loved dogs. And you know what? It didn't matter because that movie, I could not watch it. My brother was
Yes.
2 years younger than me and watching shows he wasn't supposed to in the other room. And all I did was hear it. And I was freaking out. I don't know
Yeah,
what's
I'm with you.
happening, Schlitz. What's happening, darling?
Don't worry about that. Schlitz never knows what's happening.
What is happening, dear?
I will say, okay, Schlitz has a good point right there. Says, don't forget about Homeward Bound. If there is any dogs that I
Yes.
actually like, I'd have to say
Those are some good
the
dogs.
Shadow and Chance. Okay, I love that movie. I'm not gonna lie, I do love that movie. I do love the Sassy and Chance and Shadow and the whole entire journey, everything about it. Who doesn't love Homeward Bound though? It just touches you right in the feels.
Oh
I don't
yeah,
even,
you can't not love Homeward Bound. That was one of my favorite movies to put on for my kids just so I could watch it. I need to take a moment because
oh,
Drone
sorry.
Man Productions. No, don't apologize at all. You're the guest here. You're kidding me? You're my guest. I'm apologizing to you.
Oh,
Drone
okay.
Man Productions says he's new to my chat. Tell me what I'm about and what my chat is about. And he thought I was topless. No, not topless. Have a top on. Hey, Heavy, thank you for coming, sweetie pie. Okay, so here is the deal. My channel is all about music and how I personally feel that music brings us all together. And if you look at every single person that I've ever met and how music has touched their lives enough that when you hear a particular song, it brings up those emotions again, or it can even bring a memory back in people. So 3 times a week, I post cover songs that I have sung the weekend. Hey, Mother Nature. Oh, my God. Mwah! And hey, Love My Drones. Welcome, welcome. And 3 times a week, I post music cover songs. I should not do that on the stream, should I? I post cover songs. And then on the weekend, I do a weekend review that includes some networking information so you can help learn some people that will help you to grow your channel through kindness, caring, and compassion. My live streams are either about really funny or weird questions that we all answer together, or I interview people about their musical history, whether they have a channel about music or not. And that's what we're here doing this evening. So thank you for coming. Sit back and enjoy the ride and enjoy the chat. Hey, let's see who else just arrived. Harmony just arrived. Hey, Harmony. So Gator and I got off track a little bit. Hey, Stephanie, because we were talking about dogs, not music. Right?
That's okay. You know, I believe music is what separates us from the animals, though.
I agree, except for birds, because birds sing, and whales.
But do they sing out of nature or do they sing out of
Joy.
passion?
I think it depends on the animal. Hey, Ghost Mafia, welcome. And Annette, the lunch lady's here. I am so excited today. You know that, right? Like, I've been so excited for, I don't know, last like 2 weeks since building up and building up and building up. And I was like, oh, he's coming, yay!
I'm excited too, and if you don't mind, I would like to take a moment to say thank you to each and every one of my Gator Knights who have came in or who have showed up and joined us this evening for a fun time. It's gonna be good.
Thank you, Love My Drones. I do have a top on. Again, I say I will move back in now.
I think you should stop telling people. Just don't even respond to it. Don't address it, and just let them sit there and wonder. Like. You know?
Yeah, but that could lead to some, uncomfortable conversations later. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
How to avoid the uncomfortable conversations.
Oh, I always shoot for those. Those are my faves.
I know. You have a lot of fun with that stuff, don't you?
Oh my gosh, yes.
You're a little bit of a troublemaker at times, aren't you?
Well, I love people who take themselves too seriously.
Well, yeah, of course.
But speaking of music, I do have to admit that the trumpet is what got me to go down that path. Before that, obviously I was a fan of music. I think we all are, at least some genres. But that's really what made me really fall in love with music and dedicate a huge portion of my life to music.
Yeah, I'd like to know more about that too, by the way, because that's the part I don't know. I know this part. I don't know anything after that, so you're gonna have to fill me in.
Okay. Well, 5th and 6th grade, I just did, I was in band and I was all about it. I loved it. I was really good at the trumpet, just kind of natural. I didn't have to really practice a lot, which, it just kind of came to me, which was really nice. Obviously, that's always a good thing. But through that, I also, a lot of people that are in band always end up being part of like choir and stuff as well. So when 7th grade rolled around and I was able to actually join the choir at school, I joined that and I started singing and doing contests and doing all these different things. And I just loved it. I just dedicated everything to it. And all the way throughout high school. And I was part of a couple different honor choirs. I got to go to this very special honors choir that took people from 5 different states, like the best of the best high school singers. Wow. And we went to Kentucky, and we were actually on television too, and we got to sing. It was really cool. But that's in the singing part of it. I also did even more when it comes to the trumpet part of it, just because there were more opportunities where
Yeah.
with choir there was only so many opportunities, and I took advantage of every one I could. But with band, I was in pep band, I was in jazz band, I was in concert band, obviously, I was in marching band. I was part of it all. I did everything I could just to have music in my
Nice.
life all the time. My original goal coming out of high school was I wanted to be a band director, because with my life growing up, it was kind of rough and stuff. I didn't really have a good male role model, but my band teacher kind of took that place for me. And when you have a band teacher from fifth grade all the way through high school,
Yeah.
and this guy is someone who would, I mean, my mom would forget to pick me up, and we'd sit there after school for 4 or 5 hours waiting for her to figure it out,
Aw.
basically. And he would stay with me, which was cool. And in band, you have to spend a lot of money on like gloves and different things that you have to get, and he would help me with that as well, and always made sure that I had the same stuff everybody else had, and that I could stay in band and didn't have to quit. And so through that, he meant a lot to me, and he made this huge
Yeah.
difference in my life. And I thought it'd be really cool if I could become a band director, go to some school, and have that same impact on somebody.
Wow.
But life had other plans.
Yes, it did.
You know,
Yeah, it did.
so
That's really, it's when you have someone in your life like that, it doesn't have to always be a parent that's had influence, and it's so important to have it though. And I'm really glad you did. I am.
I was
'Cause,
very fortunate.
yeah, because not everybody is, not everybody has that
Yeah.
guiding light, or they have somebody in their life and that person is not the positive influence they should be. And because that person's there, they take the place of somebody who might be that positive influence sometimes too. You know what I mean? Like
Oh my
if
gosh, yeah,
somebody's
I
in
know
your life
exactly
in the
what you mean.
negative, they're holding someone else's place to help out that child, whether it's the actual blood relative or somebody else. You know what I mean? So I'm really
Oh
glad that
yeah.
you had that. I am. It makes a world of difference when you have somebody who gives a shit. You know?
Yeah. No, you're 100% right. I mean, in a lot of ways, if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be who I am today, just because it kind of kept me grounded. There were some points I could have easily slipped into, my life would just been completely different. But music was always this thing that, honestly, music saved my life, in my opinion. It kept me from some very dark stuff throughout growing up, because I wanted so much to have that in my life and not to lose that and not be part of that. And it's like a family that we had in
Yeah.
band and choir and everything.
Oh
And
yeah.
I don't know, I threw everything I had into it.
That's good though. Yeah, that's a
It
good
was awesome.
question. MJ was asking, do you still keep in contact with him? NJB, behave yourself. You have your turn scheduled already.
Um, what like we're friends on Facebook, and there's the back and forth on Facebook, but I haven't seen him in a while. But mostly because he was doing what we called alumni pep band, where just
Okay.
basically one night a year, anyone who's ever been in pep band could come back and just play for a night. And I did that for years, and then he moved on to a bigger, better opportunity.
Oh,
Finally, after being there for like 20 plus years.
yeah.
And his first year at our school was the year before I was able to even join band. So I got in there his second year. I was one of his very first,
Nice.
people that he got to bring up from the,
I bet you were a big influence on him too. You
maybe, I
know,
don't know. I don't know. Yeah,
uh,
I never really thought about it like that, but you're probably not wrong.
because if you were there from the very beginning and you were one of his first students that he took under his wing in a sense, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
You
yeah, and
were
you're not
probably a
taking
really
the
big,
student from a different teacher either. Like that.
right?
There's a difference there. Like someone else has already been here and taught you these things. Now I have to reteach you or whatever.
Yeah, break bad habits.
That that's a good point though. I've literally never thought about it like that. That's a good point.
I do that sometimes. It happens once in a blue moon, You got to mark the
That you
calendar,
do.
guys, please, okay? Mark the calendar. Stephanie Douglas is the band teacher, by the way, and she said she has many students that stick in her mind.
That's awesome. Like my
This is
band teacher,
Gator the
I never wrote
legend. Sorry,
Gator the legend. Oh no,
Gator
you're
the
fine.
legend.
But I never really told him how big of an impact he had. I just assumed he knew. But then my senior year, we did this book when we were graduating or whatever, and we had our final little, like, we had a band like celebration type thing where we came and honored everybody or whatever. And in this book, every one of the seniors like kind of just wrote a message to him. and mine was like 4 times longer than everybody else's. I took like 2 pages, and I just
Oh,
literally I just spilled it all out to him. I was just like, man, like you've changed my life. You've
oh
made
my
me,
God.
in a way, you've made me the man that I'm going to be, or I'm destined to be at this point. And I feel like I have a positive future, and things are going to be good, and I'm going to be a good person, and all this stuff. And I owe you for that more than you'll ever even be able to understand. Just things like that, because it was more than just music. He was always there for like life lessons and shit that I wasn't getting at home.
Yeah.
But just how to be a good person, how to be a good man, really. He was. It's kind of crazy, really. It's something I really don't talk about much, but you want to talk about the music history.
Oh, yeah.
But it's something I
Thank
definitely get
you.
emotional about, because it's like it's such a huge impact in my life. Like I cannot exaggerate it enough.
No, I can see it and I can feel it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for
Stephanie
sure.
Douglas said that's incredible. That's a teacher's dream, you know, and it is.
Yeah.
It's a teacher's dream to have a student that they impact to that extent that they're actually making a difference in their life. At
Oh,
least a good
100,
teacher, right,
100%.
Stephanie?
And honestly, that's the reason that's why I wanted to do that when I was leaving high school, is I wanted to be able to like, pay it forward.
Yeah. So what did you
You
end up doing at that point?
know? Well, about
Besides,
I'm
procreating.
well, I mean, that's kind of it, though, to be honest with you. I met my wife right off the rip in college. We were together about 4 months, and then she called me with some news. And then I dropped out so she could finish school, and I just worked, 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 worked. And then I just never went back to. I never stopped working, and I never went back to school. So then I got lucky back in 2011, and I started into the insurance business. I'm an insurance agent, and I have been now for almost 8 years. That's my career. That's what I do. So
Very cool.
it's
Give me one
not music
moment.
related at all.
I know, I know. I knew you weren't in music now. I just didn't know if there was anything in between that had happened. But what happened is so important,
Oh my
Um,
gosh.
it made such a big difference in your life. And I think it's really clear that it did influence you.
Oh
Um,
yeah, and that's why I like YouTube so much. I actually started on Vine doing little 7-second clips or whatever, and I kept complaining that I couldn't do longer clips, and someone goes, "Well, just go on YouTube." And I'm like, "Can anybody do that? How much does it cost?" He's like, "It's free, just do it." I'm like, "Oh, okay." So then I did it, and eventually I started kind of using it as an outlet for music too. I actually have a couple original songs on my channel, and then I did a couple parody songs as well. And then obviously, if you watch my live
I
streams,
saw those.
I sing quite often on my
Oh,
live
yes, you
streams.
do. Yes, you do.
I don't know if that counts though, because I'm usually
It counts. It
pretty
counts.
tipsy.
Now look, I'm pointing the wrong way. Look. I spent years with a friend getting me trashed and pushing me up on stage. Did those years that I sang like that not count? They counted. I just, wasn't always very good, but it was the only way I could do it. I had the hugest stage fright in the world. I hid
It's not
behind
that
a
it
wall in
doesn't
my own
count.
home, you know. I did when I sang during. That's how she heard me during parties we had at my house. I would hide behind the kitchen wall when I was drunk and sing. Otherwise, she couldn't hear me.
Aw. But you did it though.
I did with a
You did do it.
lot. She tricked me to start with, though.
Good for her.
There were a lot of shots involved, and then she put a song into karaoke, and they called my name. I'm like, that's not me. She's like, oh yeah. I'm like, no, I didn't. And then she's like, I did. Go. I'm like, we did what?
After long enough after high school where music wasn't like an everyday practice for me, and like there's a long
Yeah.
time I didn't do anything with music, I had that like, which I never had before, where I'm like
Stage
nervous and
fright.
don't want to sing.
Yeah.
And it also kind of stinks when you talk to people about how much you used to be into music and do all that stuff, and then now you feel like you've lost a lot of it. So when you go to sing, you're kind of like, I feel like I have to live up to the
Yeah.
hype in a way. So you're kind of just like, I don't even want to sing. So I would purposely find like I go karaoke and at a bar or something, I would purposely like try what is the hardest song that I could possibly find. That way, it's like not only is it hard, but it's just so bad that they can't even like say that that's a judgment on my singing because it's like pick the most difficult song. You know what I mean?
I know exactly what you mean.
So, of course, that led me towards Africa by Toto because it's like extremely
Which
difficult
has
song.
changed your life also. Completely.
It really has. I happen to also be absolutely in love with that song,
I know.
which helps. Even though it's like
Hey,
one
Johnny
song I can't
Cook,
sing.
welcome to the stream. Yeah, you did a really good job on it. I mean, oh my God, you know what? I'll make you a deal.
Oh
Would you
gosh,
ever consider using Small and we sing it together?
Africa by Toto.
Yes. If you'll do it with me, I'll do it.
Oh, that's a tough one. That's a tough one just because I don't know. I'd have to hear from the Gator Knights. They'd have to kind of rise up and harass me about it a little bit.
Do you guys want him to do it?
Of course they do. Come on now.
I know they do. Yeah.
Look, Christmas is all over it already.
Do it, Gator. Oh my God, yes. Emmanuel Goffey says, I'm back. I have something that I don't know if you see, I don't know if that word will put you on timeout, super or not. I don't know if I should approve it. my bot might put you on timeout, so I might not approve it just so you don't go on timeout. Oh, somebody approved it. No. Fine, it's okay. It went through.
Super Knot is so used to being in my chat where it's kind of like gloves off anything goes. Super Knot, that's my dude right there.
I just don't remember what words like that I put in there. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
my bot is he's not. I don't deal with that other bot. That's that night bitch person. Not
night bot.
No, night bitch.
I use night bitch.
I don't use night bitch. I have a poor boy who brings everybody drinks.
That's awesome. Where'd you even get that?
Everybody in my chat gets Snarfblat for being here. And they can use it in the future when I have a giveaway, which I'm going to have when I reach my watch time.
You're far more advanced at this stuff than me. I just did Nightbot because I saw someone else had it. I
couldn't stand the guy. Nightbot has put me on timeout in so many different places. I can't even. I'm like, I cannot have that thing be in my chat. And
I literally only have 2 no words. I have 2 no words and that's it.
I don't have a lot. I just don't remember what they were. And then okay. Slow your brain. As evening gets later, my words stop working. So I had somewhere I saw, I'm not sure if it was with the Streamlabs bot or if it was with something else I was using, but it's definitely something I'm using. And what it does is it takes, I think it might be like an extension to the bot. It takes the bad words and it turns them into funny things. Like it'll replace them with things like dog or cat or some other weird thing, so random words come out instead of the bad words. And I was like, ooh, yeah, I want that. But I don't know if I ever finished putting it on. I might have started it and gotten distracted. Oh, look, a baby elephant.
Yeah, no, that's really cool though, because then you don't have to worry about timing anybody out.
Exactly. It just substitutes the words for them. Isn't that neat? I have to find it though. I don't know where it went. I saw it one time. For me?
Yes, a music question for you.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, this is what I do. I flip the tables on the people interviewing me.
Oh, wait. This is what he thinks he does. We'll see how this goes.
Okay. What is your favorite musical?
Heavy Metal Magnet just said, I saw Nightbot at a bar once, and I drug him outside and whooped his ass on all our behalves. Thank you, Heavy. Thank you so much. Do you know he put me on timeout for like a half an hour one time in Clint Moore's stream? I'm not even kidding.
What? That had to be. See, I feel like that's an order by the person who's using them, though.
He had set it. He was learning how to set it up, and I use emojis all the time, and the emojis was one thing. I used caps. That was one thing. I called him night bitch. That was another thing. And each time though, it multiplied it, so it was like really only 3 timeouts, but it ended up being a half an hour long of timeout. And I'm like, Clint's like, I'm shutting him off. I'm shutting him off. Like, thank you, Clint. I can't take this no more.
I've been lucky, I guess. I've had no issues with my Nightbot. All he does is try to push
lucky.
my match.
Push your match. Yeah, I know
my match.
Your match.
You gotta get to So, what's your favorite musical?
Chicago.
Chicago. Wrong answer. It's Newsies.
Wait, sorry.
I know it's that good.
That's your favorite.
Newsies is the best. It's everyone's favorite. It's the best movie ever made.
But I did.
No wonder you didn't say Newsies. That makes sense now.
But I am the lady that let everybody know that it is currently on Netflix. You can watch it on Netflix. Remember? I told you guys about that in chat. I saw it, but I never watched it. Is
Newsies the movie on there or Newsies the musical?
It's a musical movie.
I'm just saying, is it starring Christian Bale before he got too full of himself and the late, great Robert Duvall?
I don't know.
And, of course, the King of New York, Bill Pullman. I'm just saying there's a difference.
There's a remake? Oh, no, it's the remake.
No, there's not a remake.
It's the remake.
Oh, so it's the Broadway version.
I don't know.
By the way, one of my goals in life is to play
Broadway
Krusty from the Newsies on Broadway. Because you know how sometimes they take the Broadway performance, turn it to a movie like Cats or Les Mis.
Oh, yeah, I guess. But, I mean, they did that with
Liam Neeson.
They did it with Chicago. It was a movie and a musical.
Chicago's good. I'm just saying it's no Newsies.
I think it's probably better.
Oh, you're out of your mind.
I'll have to go and watch, but I think it's probably better.
I've seen both.
I did qualify because I have not seen both, but I think it's probably better.
I've seen both, and I love Chicago. Absolutely love Chicago.
It does rock, doesn't it?
I mean, one of my first girlfriends ever, we went and watched that movie in theaters. It was a great night. It was phenomenal. We loved it. It was fantastic. But it still isn't even close to Newsies.
I'm going to have to find time to watch it. That's the problem, you see. Finding the time to watch it because it can't cut into my Red Dead time, which is like any time I have any downtime, which is like never. So, you know.
You know what, though? Maybe you shouldn't watch it because I'm a little worried because once you watch it, you're going to want to keep watching it and watching it and watching it. And it's going to interfere with the rest of your life.
Crip is here. Red Kryptonite is here. Both Crips are here. I'm in heaven now. Hey, Red. How are
Welcome, you? Red Kryptonite.
Yes, he's going on about the Newsies again. But we know how that goes.
I barely ever bring it up.
Watch the Newsies. Barely ever.
Barely ever bring it up. And this is, I only brought it up because we're talking about music.
Anybody want any Sour Patch Kids? You brought the subject of musicals up.
But we're talking about music in general. And if I'm going to talk about my journey in music has a lot to do with Newsies, okay?
That's true because you're obsessed with Newsies.
I have been since I was in like junior high.
He's obsessed with Newsies.
I have it on VHS for crying out loud.
Don't tell him you've watched it and not watch it.
Just don't say it's not the best or it's not good if you haven't seen the movie. That's all I ask.
That wasn't smart. My mouth was like I'm making fishy faces now.
Well, it makes sense though.
Because they're sour.
Well, yeah.
I love them. My son, I woke up, was it last night, I think? I don't remember. I fell asleep. Oh, no, it was Thanksgiving night. I fell asleep after when we came home while I was streaming on Red Dead Redemption on Twitch. And it was only 5 minutes or something. I just had just dozed off a little bit. But I wake up, and he doesn't wake me first. First thing he does is go for the bag. And then he goes, "Hey, Mom, wake up." And I'm like, "Those are mine." He's like, "You got plenty." I'm like, "Not if you keep taking handfuls like that."
Exactly. That's kids, though, huh?
Yeah, but he's 24.
Oh.
But he knew what he was doing. Don't wait until after you take your handful, you know.
Did you start as young as I did? Is that personal? Sorry.
Do I have to answer that question? I was 20.
No, not at all. It's your stream.
I was 20. when I had my first.
Hey, there you go. I was 19, so.
There you go.
Or wait, or was I?
Or were you? You guys should
Wait.
have seen the look on the YouTube employee's face that I met at the toy store tonight. I started picking his brain. He was like, dude, I work in the back for deliveries. I let him be. Oh my God, Abby. I can see you doing that.
Oh my God.
I can see all of us doing that. Who am I kidding?
Exactly.
I can't see anybody not doing that, actually. That would be wrong.
That would be weird.
Isn't it our job to do that?
I personally think so.
Me too. Where does it tell me how long? Now I got lost because I don't know how long. Hey, Egyptian Gamer Geek, welcome, honey. Thank you for coming. I made the chat so big I couldn't see anything else. Every time I move something, I move it to the wrong spot. I'm trying to forget it. I was trying to see how long we've been here.
Oh, hold on, I'll tell you.
Because I'll talk forever. I think you know that, right?
Well, I'll talk forever. When I went on Pusa Studios, they wanted me on for like an hour, and I was on there for like 3.5 hours. So I have a problem with talking too much. You know,
I told you. It wouldn't matter when we met each other in our lives. We would have always been friends.
Of course.
Because I have the same problem.
Hey, then maybe I don't know then, because some people are just like, hey, dude, just shut up, just shut your mouth for a second. I would like to talk as well, and I'm like, I'm trying, damn it, but I still have more things I want to say. I just have a lot I want to say right now.
But we've had conversations before.
Yeah, we've been on a stream together,
and we'll go back and forth, and there's always a break. You know, we get. What are you trying to say there, MJ?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
No way, Kat. You talk forever. LOL, JK. I love our 3-hour phone calls. Hey, you know what though? It's like this is perfect for us. It's when we're on a panel and we forget other people are there that it becomes an issue.
Very true. But even then, we went back and forth. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Neither one of us. I don't think either. No, I could be wrong because maybe I was talking too much. But I think
I hold back a lot.
We evened it out.
Yeah. I hold back a lot, and I have to consciously remind myself to kind of like, quiet down, buddy. I do that a lot, especially like when you live stream by yourself, and then you go to live stream with other people. You're so used to just having to kind of just be like a freight train.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just because I'm personally my biggest pet peeve when watching live streams is like dead air. So when I do my live streams, I don't want to ever just be like silent and just doing nothing.
You can't have the silence on YouTube. It's not allowed.
No.
People leave. They leave. They're gone.
And I don't blame them. Who joins them for a live stream to watch somebody just kind of sitting there fidgeting around with some stuff off screen?
Oh, you mean trying to find the piece of paper that has the letter, the questions you have for the day on or whatever?
But you keep talking while you're looking for it.
Yeah, I do.
There's a difference. There is a difference.
Yeah.
It's when you stop talking that it becomes an issue.
True.
It's like, okay, it's been 4 minutes. You haven't said a word. Come on now.
That's a long time. 4
minutes. Yeah, people do it.
That's like
people do it.
Now, I will say, when I'm playing Red Dead, there's 2 times I get quiet. When I've fallen asleep and you see me walking in circles in the game.
Well, video games are different anyways, though.
Well, yeah. Or when there's an intense thing going on. But even when there's something intense going on, I'm like, I had this gang of guys trying to kill me. I'm like, sorry, guys. Yeah, I gotta kill them. And they can't see me, though. All they can hear is me going, I'm trying not to die here. Please, hold 1 moment. Because I don't have a camera for there yet. So
I need to get back into video games.
Hear me. I was really hoping he was deep in there because I had some stuff to ask him. I actually got all worked up and flustered and was trying to think of what I would ask him first. Heavy.
What?
The YouTube guy that he ran into.
Oh,
Uh-oh, what did Schlutz say? I'm gonna just breathe heavy and say nothing. Well, wait a minute. Have you been on my streams when I'm sleeping? Is that what's going on here, Schlutz? Because I don't snore. I just breathe heavy and say nothing.
Hey, look, I fell asleep once on a live stream. There's no shame in that.
Yeah, but you were drinking. I'm not.
That's not fair though, because I'm almost always drinking.
I know.
I'm just saying it's not fair. You got to take that out of the equation.
See, she was there. That's what I knew it. That's what I.
Oh, Schlutz
What
is
happens
everywhere.
is at night is harder for me. Well, thank you very much, gentlemen. At night it's really hard for me because with the fibro, by the time I get to the end of the evening, I never know if I'm going to be awake all night long or if I'm going to be out cold in 10 minutes. And I can feel wide awake. And next thing you know, I'm out cold. So,
oh, wow.
I'm playing my game and then I'm like, oh, shoot. Did I ever sign off of Twitch last night? My headset's off. Greg, did you take my headset off me this morning? Yeah. Oh, shoot. And I go in and I edit it. And I cut off the hour that I slept on the stream.
Oh, you should leave it. That's some of the best ASMR out there.
That's what I'm saying. Well, I cut it off, but I don't delete it. I just cut it off and I put the piece that just has the gaming, and I put that piece in a playlist that's Red Dead, this ongoing story. I put the other piece at the moment, at least, I put that over on the other side, but I do label it. These are the streams I've fallen asleep during.
That's
so
good.
If anybody wants some ASMR. Hey, Stacy Morgan, thank you for coming, honey.
If anybody Morgan's here.
Yeah, Stacy Morgan's here. I love him. If anybody wants some ASMR, that's just some basic, soft, not that heavy breathing. You know where to find me in the evening most nights.
I can't get into the Twitch world.
Well, I only do my gaming there.
I guess that's my thing. Like I was super into gaming, by the way, for years, for a long time.
Oh, you were into D&D too, weren't you?
Into what? Dungeons and Dragons? No.
No?
I wouldn't have been against it, but I wasn't. No, I was into like Halo was my game of choice for many years, but a couple years ago, I don't know. No, Dungeons and Dragons honestly, it's still going.
Oh, it's still popular. I'm just saying.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
There wasn't any Halo when I was a kid.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it came out.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was like a freshman or something. But honestly, the past couple of years, I don't even play video games. It wasn't like choice. It just kind of happened. Next thing you know, like a year passed. I'm like, wait a second. I haven't played video games because it's like, you know what? A big thing is finding the whole YouTuber live streaming community and all you guys out there. Because now it's like I have free time. I have three kids, a wife, and I work a lot. So I'm either making videos or supporting small YouTubers, one or the other, usually.
My thing is this. I've always, especially with the fibro, there are times where I have no choice. I have to sit down. I have to rest. I don't know if you know this. It wasn't that long ago. It was just a few weeks ago. I couldn't walk for like about a month. I couldn't walk at all.
No, I had no clue.
Yeah, I couldn't stand. I couldn't walk. I was in too much pain, and I'm sure it was because I overdid it, because I had a month of warning before. It started with me being in pain and having to use my cane, which I never used before, like not in public.
Oh my gosh.
And then it got to the point where I literally could not stand up. And my husband's still taking care of me because of that. I'm not fully all the way back yet, but I can stand now, obviously. And
wow.
It was rough. It was really rough. But if I don't take care of myself, if I don't listen when my body says, hey, you need to slow down, that's what it does. Like I lost the ability to speak back when I told that my doctor told me to stop working and I didn't listen. And I lost the ability to speak. It came back for the most part, but I have a hard time sometimes getting the words like from here to here, you know. But
Well, I think you do a fantastic job. I think you have it more
thank
together
you.
than I do.
I appreciate. I have a lot of accommodations. There's 50 million notes in this thing, and there's a calendar. And if I don't stay organized, I'm lost. But for me to put one video out, it takes me the entire day. And all I
Wow.
have to do is sing and put an intro and outro and maybe do a little bit of editing to it. And it takes me an entire day because my hands will spaz. I get distracted, and
Wow.
there's nothing else going on. I'm here all the time. It's just, it takes me a long time. So everything takes, that's why I'm timey-wimey, because time gets all wibbly wobbly, I'm like yelling at my husband earlier. I'm like, why aren't you, you were just talking to Jeremy a minute ago. He's like, no, that was 10 minutes ago. I'm like, no, it wasn't. I heard you. He's like, no, that was 10 minutes ago. And I'm
Wow.
in here editing and I'm thinking they just were talking and I'm going, why aren't you why didn't you ask him when he was here? So
Well, good
there
on
was a
you,
point to
like
that, but I
putting
forgot what
out
it
what you
was.
do.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
I couldn't do anything for over a year, over a year. I couldn't, it was longer than over a year. I'm trying to think. That's why I was like over a year. What was it, like 5 years? I couldn't sing. I couldn't, like I said, at night it's harder,
Oh my
but
gosh.
it was a long time. I couldn't sing because I was in too much pain. We moved here and changed my medication. That's how I got where I am today. But once I started being able to sing again, there was no choice for me. I had to find a way to share it because that's where my joy is, and that's how I got to YouTube.
Wow. Well, I mean, YouTube's a great place to share just about anything.
Oh, I know where I was going with this. See, I knew I got lost. I was saying that when I'm not feeling so great, I have no choice but to sit and rest. So sitting and resting and doing nothing is really boring. So I sit and rest and play video games or watch TV. And
Nice.
so playing the video games, now I was like, I'm playing them anyway. Why am I not streaming them? So I started doing that. So that's how
Well,
I
no,
got.
I say good for you. I wish I could do that. I really, and someday I will. I do plan on getting back to video games.
Well,
I just don't seem to have the time now, and it stinks because it
it's
was
going to
such
be
a
a
huge
while.
part. Yeah. No,
It'll be when the kids
YouTube
move
really
out.
did it. Oh, for sure. Yeah. I mean, right now it's either YouTube or video games, and
Yeah.
I'm very passionate and in love with my YouTube channel and everything I'm
Oh,
doing, and I don't want that to end. And
interfere.
it's more fun to me than video games. So if I
I
have to make a
better.
choice, YouTube wins.
Yeah. I don't blame you. I don't know.
Heck yeah.
I'm going to go visit a couple lives and tend to Mama Magnet and Baby Magnet. Love you, Heavy
Oh,
Magnet. Give Mama and Baby lots of love from me, okay? Thank you for coming. Ooh, I'm hot as heck.
I'm actually chilly, if anything. I'm in a basement though, so.
It gets warm in here. Like there's no ventilation. I don't know if you see that
Mm.
black thing over there behind me over here. That
Oh
wasn't
yeah.
there, but that's a TV. Okay.
Oh
Hold
okay.
on. Hey, I'm gonna tell you a little story. Oh, hey, down the rabbit hole. Thank you so much for coming. Wow, it's so great to see everybody. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. um, my husband loves the New York Rangers. Okay, like loves the New York Rangers. And when we moved here, we had cable, but the internet sucked. It was so bad. I couldn't get connection for anything for my channel. So
Uh,
we switched over and we got Uverse. And we were told by the people at Uverse that they would absolutely be able to get every Ranger game. It was a lie. And excuse me. Um, we had we I'll get there. I'm sorry. The
oh
brain's
no, you're fine.
Uverse lied. Okay. So at that point, he's threatening to like yank my internet away again. And I'm like, no,
Oh
you
no.
can't. I have the best internet ever now. Well, we found a solution, right? Well, I found a solution. There's the NHL channel through my Roku TV, lets you watch any game anytime. Okay. And yes, you pay for it, but you watch it any game, anytime, you know? So what they do is, but you have to watch it like streaming it. We couldn't figure out with the older TV this TV, how to stream it
Yeah.
from his iPad or his phone and get it onto the TV, right? Well, he was still gonna like he'd already paid for it and now he's frustrated. So I got him an
Oh,
early Christmas present, right? I got him
yeah.
a Roku TV of his own. Now my husband has OCD and they come in delivering this TV, right?
Yeah.
And he goes, "What is that?" And I'm like, "I'll tell you in a minute." He's like, "What's going on?" I'm like, "I'll tell you in a minute." How much did you spend on that? I'm like, you don't ask somebody how much you spent on a Christmas present. It's your Christmas present. Merry Christmas. Now you got as much hockey as you like, anytime, all the time. Do you know he told me to send it back? And
He
not
can't help it.
because he didn't want the TV, but because this TV behind me is so big, there's no place else it would look nice.
Oh my god.
I'm like, dude, sleep on it. If you still want me to send it back tomorrow, I'll send it back tomorrow. Matter of fact, you can put it in your truck and take it. I don't care. But sleep on it because your hockey problem is solved.
Seriously.
Guess what? It took him
It's still
10
there.
minutes. 10 minutes and he put the TV in the bedroom. He is watching hockey now. Thank God. Oh my God. Thank God.
Good.
Drive me crazy. Welcome back, Nana.
That was a great Christmas present. Good on you.
Thank you. I got a good deal too.
Hey. Well, don't tell him that.
No, I always tell him that, please. He doesn't know how good a deal. He just knows I always get a good deal.
It's a good deal.
You know what I mean? You have to get a good deal. You can't like my laptop is like worth $2,000 and I paid $1,200 for it. And I pay over the course of a year, I pay $100 a month.
Do you get into the whole Black Friday shopping?
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
I like
Me
my
either.
life. I'm not gonna go get stressed out shopping. That's not gonna happen. I do
Oh, my
like
wife's all into it. I'm
the
like
Monday thing that where you're online shopping.
Cyber Monday. Yes.
I like that. But I don't like the Black Friday. Never have. I'm like, first of all, why would I? Like, my sister-in-law literally gets up from Thanksgiving dinner and goes shopping.
Yeah, that's my wife.
No.
I'm with you. I agree completely. I'm like, I don't like shopping normally.
You know, you go in a turkey coma at that point. You don't go shopping. Why? Torture yourself.
It's like an experience. It's not even about the shopping, apparently. I didn't know this, but apparently it's just the whole hanging out with friends and staying up all night. Which I guess I get on a certain level because I have done midnight release on video games where I went and sat for hours in line with friends waiting for a game to come out. So I guess I get it a little bit, but no thank you.
Was it a really good game?
I think so.
What game?
I did that. I did it for like almost every Halo game.
Okay.
And, back when I was still playing video games.
Yeah, I know what you mean. For years, I didn't play video games. I was too busy working, feeding kids, clothing kids.
That's where I'm at right now, so I get it.
That's why I said when they graduate, because what's going to happen is you're going to buy them the consoles, and you're not going to have any time.
By then, there probably won't be any consoles. It'll be like some
exactly.
I don't know, microchip or something you swallow, and now you're within the video game. It's like
you're swallowing it. I'm thinking they're implanting it, right in the brain. And just
possibly,
think
I don't know.
You're in it. Holy.
Or maybe you rub it on. You might rub it on like a chapstick.
Do you see the fucking size of that fucking snake? I'm in the swamps again.
Have you actually messed with VR at all?
Not really. My laptop has the capability, but I have not.
I have only done it a couple times, but it is life-changing. It is crazy. Your spatial reasoning gets messed with because you feel like you're really wherever you are. Like it's really nuts. Like
Oh,
it
yeah.
was pretty crazy.
I can't imagine doing it because I also have vertigo and I fall down
Oh my
easily.
gosh, yeah, that would
You
mess
want
with you
me
for sure.
there? Yeah, it's bad enough I'm walking into things all on my own, let alone having a VR on my head. You know, my son had VR, and I'm like, no, honey, it's not a
The
good idea for
weirdest part
me.
is when you take it off, honestly, because you're like, oh wait, I'm still here.
Yeah, I'm still here.
It's like I'm not in
Now,
the Amazon.
I would say it depends where you're coming out of, if that's a good or bad thing, right?
Good point. Good
I
point.
mean, if I was in those dang swamps with those things that I
Oh,
don't like, yeah, I'd be very
thanks.
happy. I'm not going. No, I'm not going. I'm not playing that in VR. Nope, thank you. Nope, no, no, no.
Mm-mm.
Because I'd be
It's cool
screaming
stuff
like
though.
a
You got to
damn.
try it. That's right. You can
I'd
walk
be
on the
running.
moon.
I'd be running into walls to get away from the swamps.
That's actually a real concern. There's videos of people just doing dumb stuff while they're in VR.
I can imagine. I've seen a couple. I saw that there was an old man I saw that was playing with it and was doing some weird stuff. I haven't seen a whole lot of them, but I did see a couple of them.
That's
You know that
that's
old
actually
man?
what I want on my tombstone. Old man just playing with it, doing some weird stuff.
You made me
Like,
snort.
sorry.
Congratulations.
Wait, does that mean I won?
You won. You have won. You made me snort.
That's like 26 Timey
Hello,
bucks
Mama
right there.
Slab. There you go. You get some extra. You get some. Oh, that's right. I forgot. That's another thing. Anyone who is a guest on the show gets extra Snarfblat too. So you get extra Snarfblat for that too.
I don't know what that is, but I'm very excited about it.
Snarfblat is my money here.
Money. Oh, so you give out money as well.
Yes, if you go in the chat and you type in hey, give me back my stuff. Thank you. Exclamation point money. It will tell you how much money you have earned while being here in the chat. You have to be in the live stream to earn it. And the longer you're in, the more money you get. And
Impressive.
Right now, because my laptop's in the shop because I dropped it. But because my laptop's in the shop, because I dropped it, the Snarfblat is not accurate. I'm going to take whatever Snarfblat is here. It's all good. It's just not, this Snarfblat is only what you've earned since my laptop was broken. And anything before that is on my laptop. So what will happen is when I have a lot of work to do is what happened. When I get my laptop back, I take the numbers from here and put them with the numbers from there. And I just add them. I add on this to the other one because I can do it, on my own.
That's really cool. I have nothing. I don't have anything as cool as this stuff. That's cool.
Thank you very much. I am not too busy to say goodbye, Drone Man. Thank you very much for coming. I really appreciate you being here, and I hope that you have an amazing night. Well, it's all through Streamlabs. It's all the chatbot, and it's that all goes through the chatbot. Then I don't have it set up right now because I forgot to, but I have splash fighting in my chat that you guys can do.
Oh wow!
I have heists where you can go exploring, looking for doubloons, and other things under the sea. I
have none of that stuff. Nightbot is just trying to push my match all the time. That's about it. Not much else. Give me some likes, maybe.
My pool boy drops off my merch. I don't know if you saw, I got merch now.
You do?
Yes, I have beautiful merch. I have it because everything takes me a while to do everything. It took me a while to get it together. but I got it together. There's just not a whole lot that I think men are going to just jump all over right now, unless they're buying something for their significant other or they really like butterflies and mermaids.
Well, I really like butterflies and mermaids.
Cool.
I dress a little differently on the weekends than I
I
do the
like
rest of
that.
the week.
Well,
You
I'm going to
know?
make sure I'm going to be doing also as soon as I can get my brain to get it in gear. I'm going to be doing some t-shirts and sweatshirts and socks and stuff like that that may not necessarily have the mermaid on it, but it will say things like honorable merman. You know what I mean? Stuff like that.
Yeah, why not a
So,
merman?
well, because I'm a
Merman.
blue-haired mermaid. See?
Oh, that makes sense.
Mhm. At the
I say
pool.
keep with the mermaid, man. If guys don't like it, then they're lost. More for me.
There you go. I'm going to be ordering my own mug and stuff like that. Oh, and I have, when I reach my watch time, there's three different drawings that are going to happen. Well, it's not drawings. I'm thinking the wrong word. Raffles. That's the word. And you enter using your snarf flat. That way, the people that are here regularly, Erica, ooh, yes, girl,
Erica's here?
hi, Erica's here. She just arrived. She just arrived. Sorry, Erica has a lot of snarf flat. I like mer people too. Mama slab.
I
um,
like it.
but you take the people that are here who are active on my channel, active in my live streams. Those people will have a better chance of winning any raffles than rather than saying, "Hey, subscribe to me," and you enter into a raffle. And then people that have been
Nice.
supporting me all this time and who actually enjoy watching the content, they get the same even amount. You know what I'm saying? Of chance
No,
of winning as
100%.
somebody who just comes, subscribes, and then unsubscribes later. Nah, I'm not doing that. So this way you come, you get your snarf flat, and then you use it to enter the raffle. And there'll be 3 raffles. The pool boy. He's that cute guy that keeps popping in there right there and dropping links and stuff. Every once in a while he leaves drinks. He's actually my bot. And the 3 raffles will be this. One is a makeup raffle because I do the unboxings and there's some things that I don't use or I don't like or I have too much of. Like I love It Cosmetics and I have them scheduled. And then I
Yeah.
got an It mascara from one of my unboxings. Well, I don't need 2 mascaras. So I'm going to put it inside of the raffle. So some lucky person is going to get a makeup bag full of lots of makeup. And that's going to be one of the raffles. And then another one's going to be like a $25 gift card to, I have to figure out for my overseas watchers, I need to know what is better, either a Visa MasterCard or a, hey, bouncer slab, or like an Amazon gift card. Like which one's better? With everyone's better, it'll be that. It's going to be 25 bucks. And then the third item is going to be like a gift basket full of Timey's pool party stuff, like the beach towel, which I thought was really cool because you're at the pool. You need a beach towel, don't you? You know.
100%. How else are you supposed to even like? You have to have a towel at the pool. Period.
Have to. There's a bathing suit too. That's through Streamlabs, not through Teespring.
Ooh.
Yes. Yep.
Would it look
Hey,
good on me?
calm down. I bet you it would look awesome on you. I can't see why not.
Nice.
It's got the mermaid on it and everything too, and lots of
I
butterflies,
en-
front
I
and back.
enjoy the beach.
I bet you do. I can see that. You know.
I do. I drive up to Cleveland in the summer, and we go up to Lake Erie and hit the beach sometimes.
There you go. Nothing wrong with
It
that. I've
it's.
always
I
loved
mean,
the
it's not
beach.
the ocean, but
Yeah.
it's still good.
No, it's still good. Definitely. I lived by a lake for years. My kids grew up by the lake. They didn't grow up in the
Well, I don't really live by the lake. It's a 5 hour drive.
That's a far way to go for a lake, huh?
I have family up there.
Oh, okay. That's fair then.
Yeah. No, I live in Cincinnati, so I just have the Ohio River. It's gross though.
Yeah, I've heard that isn't so nice. That's almost like going into the Hudson River.
Oh, like don't swim in the Ohio River. Like seriously, it's not good for you at all. Don't do it.
I can imagine that.
No one around here does it.
That's like going into the city in New York City and, taking a swim off a Coney Island. I know people do it, but I would never.
Yeah,
Hey,
nothing.
Jam House. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the
You end
Cabana.
up with like an extra finger or something.
Exactly. Or their kids do.
Yeah, that's
Laura
if you
is
don't get sick
here.
and die.
All right, somebody, hang on. I have to deal with this piece of shit that's in my stream. Whoever the
Hey,
fuck you
don't
are,
talk
don't
about Crip
ever come
Sticks that
back.
way.
Remove.
JK.
And hang on, I didn't block them. So, stop. Somebody's got to block him before I kick his fucking ass.
Who is it?
I do not know. Goodbye. They're gone forever.
I don't even see anyone.
That's because I got rid of them.
I missed it.
I
You
don't
should
play
send
like
them.
that. I
You
don't
should
play like
send them
that.
to. You should send them to my stream.
It's all
I'm not even
good.
kidding. Send them over. My people will harass them.
How is this person getting back in here? They changed their name. You know what?
I'm not. I'm not seeing it.
Maybe it's somebody you have blocked.
Yeah, I literally haven't seen. I'm looking at the chat.
How is
I
that
haven't seen
word
it.
coming up? You're not seeing them either?
No, Erica says I totally didn't see
I know.
them either. Yeah.
I do not understand how you're not.
Neither did
It's nasty.
Supernaut. I don't see them either.
Nasty.
Bounce back.
Nasty.
Maybe your bot blocks it from all of us, but not from you.
Maybe. Well, their lovely hate speech is going right to YouTube, so they can kiss my ass.
There's a ton. Like no one, everyone in here is saying they didn't
Thank you,
see it.
Harmony.
So.
Oh, maybe Harmony got it fast enough. Thank you, Harmony.
Ah.
Thank you so much, sweetie. Because that's not funny. That's not cute. That's not adorable. They're just a piece of shit. Stay the fuck out of my live stream. Get the fuck out of my live stream, you piece of shit. I'm not even playing with you. I don't play that ever.
You're gonna have to hit
you,
me up
Harmony.
on DM afterwards or something because I'm so curious.
It's now the third one. They keep changing their name.
I haven't seen any of it.
Well, I'm glad. I'm very glad. I'm all right.
Is it anti-mermaid talk or Gator talk?
Oh no, it's just racist shit.
Oh, so
it's
idiots!
A disgusting piece of shit person.
Damn.
Sorry, I don't play at all like that. That just.
Well, you don't have to apologize to me. I mean, you got somebody coming in doing that kind of stuff. You got to end that shit, you know? I like your passion. I just, curiosity over here.
Sorry.
Oh, you're fine.
What are you reposting, Supernaut?
Oh, I think Supernaut has your back.
Reporting.
I'm sure.
He's reporting. Thank you.
Okay. I was going to say, Supernaut's good peeps.
No, I know that. I wasn't worried about that.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay.
Hey, Skinny G. I just don't want him here. That's all. No? We don't have that kind of community that put up with shit like that ever. Like I said, didn't I just say kindness, compassion, and caring, not piece of shit people?
Well, yeah. I mean, if it's racism or hatred towards especially other people in the chat or something like that, I put it into that as well. That's the Oh, yeah. I have very little rules, but those are definitely the rules.
I know. Stacey has a question, an important question. Connect on Twitter with him when you can, please, and thanks. Be the community. Good night, all. Have an absolutely amazing night, Stacey. Thank you so much for coming.
Hashtag be the community. Bam.
Bam. Yes.
I invented that. I need to get it coined or something. or whatever the terminology is.
I know what you're saying. Hey, Terrell, I'm sorry I didn't say hello to you, did I? Thank you for coming, sweetie.
You did get a little distracted.
I know.
There was someone spreading some hate, and that was more important. Nothing against Terrell.
And my mouth just went all over the place.
Hey, I liked it. It's good stuff.
Well,
I was like, well, dang.
if I ever get monetized, this one won't be monetized, will it, guys?
No, it will. That's actually a misconception. I curse in almost every one of my videos, and almost every one of them is monetized.
I'll make less money, that's all. And it's okay, because I don't expect to make any.
That's not true either.
Because I was in what do you call it?
YouTube doesn't tell people that, though. People who think they understand the rules tell you that, and they don't.
At Vid Summit, they were telling people that.
Well, they're full of shit. If you advertise if you act like you're a children's channel or something, or like you're trying to bring in the younger community, and then you do that kind of stuff, then yes. But I could show you on my videos where I have the green light on almost all of them. Occasionally I get the yellow one, but it usually has more to do with my title or description than it does with anything that's actually happening in the video.
They're saying that your level of the advertisement money is smaller.
Well, what happens is you
have the language in it, basically.
Well, it's just a misconception. If you read the actual community guidelines, nowhere does it say anything against cursing. But what happens is you get a yellow symbol, a yellow dollar symbol, and what that means is some advertisers may not want to advertise on your video, right?
Right.
So that's what everyone calls demonetization. If you get the actual black dollar sign, that's you're not getting nothing. But I have hundreds of videos that are still solid green, that I'm getting just as much ad revenue on it as I do my any other video that has a green dollar sign on it.
Oh, well, that's good to know.
Just like a lot of people would do child friendly on their live streams.
Huh?
So a lot of people do child friendly on the live stream, like if they have me on as a guest, for example. I've never had a child friendly live stream. I've never, or whatever it is, age restricted. I've never done it. It's unnecessary. It says nowhere in the community guidelines that you can't curse.
Right. Yeah, and they don't say that you can't. What they say is that's like why who was it? Like PewDiePie and everybody cleaned their language up because they made more money if they didn't curse. They had more opportunities with more advertisers, and their level of money that they would get was more with no cursing.
That is even the biggest YouTubers don't understand the rules. That's all I'm saying. That's my opinion on it. Because otherwise, why am I still getting paid in full on so many videos? And why have I fought so many yellow signs that they gave me and they gave them all back to me? Like, it doesn't make sense.
The question is, do you have ones that are there's no cursing at all in, and do you get the same amount of money? Well, yes. I guess they're saying compare what you get with someone who doesn't curse at all and see if the amount of money is the same. You follow me?
I'm sure. Well, you have to also find someone
what they're saying is that same what you do, in the same
views and whatnot.
Things, right? And they're saying if you had comparatively, if you put them side by side, the person who's cursing is going to I can't remember if it's EOS. I never remember those things, those letters, you put.
Yeah, no, I gotcha.
They're not anagrams, but you get what I'm trying to say here, right? I never remember those things. So, I think it's EOS, and they're saying, if you put them side by side, that the person who curses is getting actually lower money than the person who doesn't curse on a regular basis. They're getting a higher rate for the same content with no cursing. You know what I mean? Like if they both aren't cursing in this video and the same sort of content, this one's going to get a higher rate than this one if they curse more often.
I don't understand how they could actually do that and figure that out legitimately, just because there's so many factors that aren't being taken into consideration. One is mid-roll ads. Another one would be watch time. just there's so many different factors you have to take into consideration there. I don't know how you can have two different channels where all the factors line up perfectly. For me, I have a lot of videos where I don't curse at all,
Right.
and a ton of videos where I do, and
Right.
they're bringing in the same ad revenue
Same
based on the
dollars.
watch time. It's all about watch time. If you have the green symbol and the watch time's the same, it's the
Right.
same money. If you have the yellow symbol, then it's much, much, much less money.
I got you.
It's almost none.
Yeah.
And when it comes to cursing or whatever, they don't really like. I've never had anything lose out because of that. It's usually the title. Like I have a series called Haters Gonna Hate, and almost all of those are demonetized because the word hate's in the title.
Yeah.
Like they care more
That's
about the title than the actual
yeah.
content, which blows my mind.
Okay, here we go. Panic D has some names of those things, but I also wanted to. Erica cursed in her Disney video. Skinny says it makes sense, Timey. Bouncer says I just found a part of a toasted cheese sandwich in my couch. Heck yeah. Harmony says you attract more advertisers when you don't curse. Skinny G also says offline the F-bomb is dropped more times than I drink water. I have a ton of editing I do on my videos to take it out. Okay, then let's go back. Panic D Videos says, hi, by the way. It is the CMS, the bid amount, cost per 1,000 bid on the ad rates, but it is very, very, very minimal until you have 10,000 views per video. Okay.
Once the algorithms are good, but they're not that good.
You know. President Sad, thank you for coming. Let's see. Erica, 1 or 2, maybe 10 cursing videos is okay as long as you have 100 non-cursing videos. Laugh out loud. It's all about the balance. I don't get all the pay rate stuff, MJ said. I wish I did. Some of the girls' videos make more than others. Same length, same amount of watch time. It's confusing, so I just say whatever.
Well, a lot of that also is just because all that, like how much of the ad are they watching and are they clicking the ad? That has a big impact on it as well, because if they're watching the entire ad, if they're clicking on the ad, then you're getting a bigger chunk. This is why I said it's so hard for you to really determine, like, to do any of this. I just know that it doesn't make sense to me that they're able to sit there and go through every single video that's put out.
I'm listening.
Oh, but to go through every single video.
Go ahead.
Oh, you're fine. But to go through every single video that anyone, like, I can't remember what it was, but the amount of videos put out like every second or every minute is like insane. And there's no way on earth they could afford to put the amount of time and effort into watching all those. So I think that's why they trust reports, and they go off the description, they go off your tag words, they go off the title, things like that, and they'll demonetize you based on that, based on topics that you're talking about in the title, perhaps. But with what you're actually saying inside the video, like, they don't know. They really don't know. That's why they're so quick to demonetize, because only then do they actually take the time to watch it. You know what
Justin,
I mean?
hey Justin, I'm sorry, Justin, I called you Dakota, and I know what you're saying. They're having, I think it's a bot thing. It's the algorithms watching or whatever. But hang on one second. Let's see. We have a couple of things going on. Bouncer Slab said, oh, Mama Slab, can I say something without anyone getting offended? It all depends, as long as it has nothing to do with words like what was used earlier in the chat. Anything other than that, we're pretty okay here. Balance is why I use conditioner, said Bouncer Slab. Let's see. I love my drones. I'm talking like every few words, Erica and Skinny. I've certainly let a few slip, especially when I ram a drone into the ground. Yeah, I can see that. That's like with a snake. Like the snake, I wasn't really cursing on my I don't curse a whole lot here usually, you know, and I wasn't really cursing on my Twitch. But when you put a snake of that size near me, these things come out of my mouth, and I'm like, oh, oops. And I can't take it back. It's live. Patty D said we get demonetized due to our subject matter. The M word is not good. LOL. And of course, most of the ghosts we talk about have died tragically. Yeah. That M word is bad. I know what you're saying.
Well, it's only bad if you aren't important. If you're Jimmy Fallon or Kimmel or something, it's
No, it's
absolutely
not
fine.
even.
Have at it. You can put whatever you want in the title.
Yeah.
You're going to be monetized and advertised at the top of trending. You're good to go.
Let's see. Why did Bill Clinton cross the road? Because he was stuck in the chicken.
What?
Because he was stuck in the chicken is why.
Oh no, I get it.
Okay. Mama Slab said so many people are concerned about the money factor, they forget about the fun. I think that it depends. I think what happens is, well, thank you, Skinny G. Thank you very much. I think it depends on the person. I think sometimes when the conversations are being had, it can be easily misinterpreted. You know what I mean? Like that, because for me, I did not arrive here expecting anything. I did not arrive here to ever expect to make a dime. I haven't made any money. I'm so far in the hole after buying all of these things to do this that I don't know when I'll get out. But at the same time, I think that having the conversation doesn't necessarily mean people are forgetting, but some people are forgetting. You know, it depends on the person. I'm here to have sleep.
I don't think anyone's forgetting. I think the people that only care about the money part of it, that's what they came in here trying to do.
Oh yeah, that's true too.
Like for me personally, like I don't. It's weird because it's not like I don't care about the money part, but I do care about the money part because it's kind of like just because I did this for fun and as a hobby or whatever. Well, not only does it mean that I don't want to, it doesn't mean that I don't have the right to. It doesn't mean that they get to just screw me over every time they get a chance just because I say I did this for fun. Oh, so you get to just take all of it, like if you want to or whatever. Like you still have to fight. You still have to say something. Otherwise, nothing changes, and YouTube just gets to run around here and do whatever the hell they want.
I agree.
People like you just have to say something. When you see an injustice, you got to say something and do something, even if it goes against your whole reason for being here, in my opinion.
Oh yeah.
Which is why I have like about 10 videos of me just ranting about how awful YouTube is.
Yeah, I love them though. I think that you know, I think what happens is that what she's saying is that, you know, people are so worried about the money that they're forgetting the fun. They're just worried about the money and that's it. You know what I mean? Like they get so there were some people that started out coming to have fun and then they got an idea that they could make money from it. And I think part of it is they started out thinking, okay, I could make money from it and I love doing this. So let me dive in and get this done. But they don't realize that it takes a long time to get to where you're going to make anything that you're ever going to be able to like leave your job or whatever. I know you know this, you know what I mean? But like a lot of people don't realize it. And then they dive in and they're like all about the money, all about the money, all about the money, all about the money, all about the money. And they've forgotten that's not what they even came here for. You know what I mean? Unless I'm misinterpreting. If I am, please let me know in the chat. But that's what I'm thinking she's saying. You know what I mean? Skinny G says, I'm all about the fun. I just like to share my travel adventures, which is very true. Love my drones. I hear you, Mama Slab. I just love the community and the people I've met as a result. Amen to that. MJ says, Panic D, the girls played MM on Roblox and it got a hit. The M mystery. You follow me? And then Skinny G says, it's cute when you accidentally curse in streams in the chat, like on Michael's stream. I don't expect it from you, so when you slip, I laugh. Half the time, it really is my hand spazzing or I'm trying to use talk to text. I still cannot believe I called Jelly Duck Jelly Fuck.
Oh my God.
I laugh at it. I can't help it.
I like it. Panic D asked me if any of my YouTube rant videos are still monetized.
That's a good
Um,
question.
there's one that's entitled "Pissing Off YouTube," and it is not monetized. There's another one called "YouTube Hates Us." That one is monetized, surprisingly, and I think it's because I have an S at the end of the word "hate." If you just have the word "hate,"
Uh,
you're gonna. I don't have any video with the word "hate" by
that you
like
can,
by
yeah,
itself
by itself.
that is monetized. But YouTube Hates Us is it has 1,200, almost 1,300 views, and it is green lighted.
One moment, Gator. Sleep well,
No, go ahead.
sluts. You have a mermazing night and have some sweet dreams, okay? Because I know you can have some sweet dreams, girl.
Celeste is leaving.
Yeah, she's tired. She's got to get up in 5 hours. We kept her up late. We were supposed to be done 45 minutes ago.
Oh, oh yeah, my bad.
We kept talking, you and I. You know, we did that.
Thanks for
I don't know how
being.
that happened.
It happens. It's all good.
It's all good.
I also have one other YouTube rant video still monetized that I know of off the top of my head, and that's the YouTube Disney conspiracy theory video.
Okay. I missed that
So,
one.
you know, what you were saying earlier, you said, or well, in regards to the cursing being demonetized in videos, it was like that, and I think that's why people are confused.
Okay.
It was like that for a good period of time, and that's why I made my video pissing off YouTube. If you watch it, I literally curse in it every like probably close to 2 to 3 times a second.
I believe it.
It's nonstop, just cursing the whole video. And I did it just because I was so upset and pissed off that they were saying you couldn't curse anymore. But they changed that. They changed that, and it's not like that anymore. And I feel like people are still preaching that it is, but it really isn't. And I could tell just looking at my own videos.
I don't know because they weren't saying that you can't curse. They were
No, no,
saying
you
that
could
you're
curse.
not going to make as much money cursing.
True.
And they brought that to Vid Summit, and people were shocked that this
So who
was
are
the
these people at
case.
Vid Summit that are giving that's saying this? Are these YouTube employees or like who are these people?
Vid Summit is run by Daryl Eves, is who started it. And he had Chandra. I know I'm saying his name wrong. Put me on timeout right now because I'm really bad with stuff like this. You know who I'm talking about, right? Shandoris, right? Is that his name properly?
No, I mean I don't know. I'm just curious, like what, how much can we trust these people? I guess is what
It's
I'm
Daryl
saying.
Eves. It's Daryl Eves. You know who Daryl Eves is, right?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, he is sponsored by YouTube. And he's the one that started Vid Summit. And instead of people going to these conventions that they were going in, and they had people telling them how to do this and how to do that, but they didn't really ever do it themselves. He said, "Why are we going to these big conventions that aren't for people like us?" And he made Vid Summit, and the people that are like, you know who Cody Warner is? Yeah, right. I know you
Yes.
know who Cody is. Okay, Cody was one of the speakers there. It's people who are actual YouTubers who are usually somebody who's been around longer than Cody, but he was one of the speakers there. You know what I mean? He wasn't the what's the word? The main speaker.
Gotcha. Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's run by Daryl Eves, and I don't remember how many years he's done it, but he's done it for a few years now. And basically, they teach you. None of them are there to sell you anything. They're not like normally they have products, they sell things, they sell classes, stuff like that. They're not allowed to do that at Vid Summit. They're only allowed to it was by vidIQ, but also by I think Amazon also sponsored it. They had a few different sponsors. But they had they're not allowed to sell you anything. Like they're not there to sell it to you. They're there to teach you how to better your channel and how to make a business out of it, basically, if that's what you're looking to do.
Yeah.
How to make money off of it without even worrying about whether or not you're getting monetization, because the monetization everybody knows is jack shit. You know, it's like using Teespring and all that is part of it, but it's also about your channel. It's about improving your vlogs. It's about improving your videographer and you know what I mean? That sort of stuff. It was a lot of information, Personally, I could not imagine spending that much money on a ticket. You know, it was very expensive. And they could not imagine spending the kind of money on a ticket. Because realistically, it's 2 days long and it's 4 rooms, but there is constantly somebody in each room. So how are you supposed to get to everybody? You can't.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like that
You know
is
what
the
I
sale,
mean?
though. You say they're not selling anything, but you have to buy the ticket to get in there, though, right?
Yeah, you gotta buy the ticket to get in there. But I
They're
mean,
not
like they're
selling anything
not
because they
selling.
already have.
Well, yeah. But you know what I'm saying? Like they're not selling their usual stuff. Like usually, I'm trying to think what his name is right now, and it's
I,
running away from me like a speed train.
I'm not usually a cynic, don't get me wrong, but
No, it's okay.
I've worked in sales for over a decade. I know
Yeah.
sales.
Oh yeah.
No one's going to sell me crap without me seeing what they're doing from a
Oh yeah.
mile away. And I've seen all
Absolutely.
this stuff like that, and to me, it's all just a sales technique. It's just them. It's a way to get you to purchase something without you thinking you're purchasing anything. And these people are like that are taking part of this stuff is just, you know what, you want to teach people stuff, you want to do all this stuff for people, go put a YouTube video out, just go do it and make it
Oh, they
free.
do. They do.
Yeah,
Like
but I bet you they tell
Lee's, that's
you,
what he does.
do they tell you
He
everything that they tell you in those rooms, in their YouTube videos, every bit of it?
every bit of it. I don't know because I haven't even
Well,
like
I'm just saying, if
heard of a
so,
lot of
then
them.
what
You know
would
what I
be the
mean?
point of paying for the ticket
Because they're personal
if you can get
face-to-face
all of that?
timing, and you get you get the experience of being with all of the other YouTubers that go. That's the one thing that I wasn't there.
Yeah,
I got a digital ticket. I won a digital ticket, which was
I'm
cool.
okay
You
with it,
know,
by the way. I'm okay
um,
with them doing this stuff. I just wish they wouldn't act like they're not selling something. Like that's the part that kind of makes me
oh,
irk
they
a
sell the
little
ticket. The
bit.
ticket's expensive as
Yeah,
like
you
eight
know,
hundred
it's just
dollars for the ticket.
I've seen this stuff before. There was this guy Kong or something. I think he's
Thank you,
still around.
Erica.
I don't know if you guys heard of Kong. He was a big YouTuber, millions of subscribers. He started this whole thing where it's like you can go through this educational thing to learn how to be a big YouTuber. But at the end of the day, if it was that easy, there'd be so many big YouTubers out there. It'd be insane. It's mostly perseverance means luck. Really, you just got to keep
Yeah,
going and then hope to kind of just get lucky.
yeah,
Don't get me wrong, they're like having quality videos and being
oh yeah,
frequent with putting them out. There's definitely things you can do, but there's nothing out there that they're going to show me that I don't already know. I'm not able to do all the things because it's the way my life is right now, but I
yeah.
know all the things they're ever going to teach you in that class just
Well, you've
by doing
been
this for four
doing it.
years.
Exactly. You have
Well,
the
yeah.
experience. And a lot of the people I think that were bought, and I could be wrong, but a lot of people that bought the tickets to go, um,
Are not experienced.
they're not as experienced. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
and in
Or
my
they
opinion, they're
have
being taken
more, they
advantage
have the
of.
same amount of experience and they go because it's about spending the time with the other YouTubers and collaborating while they're there. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean that makes sense. If it's about that, then I get it. But if it's about learning from these other people about how to make it big, like Cody Warner, for example, I'm not trying to be like a jerk or say he doesn't have great content or anything. But at the end of the day, he collaborated with the guy who has millions of subscribers,
Yeah.
and then he takes off, and then now he's everybody's sweetheart. It's kind of like nobody said one word to me about Cody Weiner at all until after that happened. I never even heard of him or knew he
Yeah.
existed.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, like that's a lot of it. It's getting lucky. It's getting that big
Oh yeah.
amount of
And he
subscribers.
says it too. He knows
It,
that if he hadn't collaborated with, that it wouldn't have come together the way it
teach us how to do that, and you'll really teach us something. Teach us how to get in touch with a big YouTuber
did.
who we can collaborate with. Because at the end of
Guess
the
what?
day,
They were doing it there. That's the thing.
I,
They were
are they
collaborating.
though?
They were. Yeah.
Are
Oh
the
yeah.
big YouTubers
Yes.
collaborating with all the little ones that show up there?
Not everyone, but a lot of them. Yes.
I'm just
Yes.
saying, if I'm paying for one of them
I say
tickets, I
yes
better get a
because
collaboration.
I know some people who were physically there and they had the
Yeah,
opportunity to collaborate, which was really nice.
yeah.
But it was
I
just
just
a matter of, they can't collaborate with everybody. You know what I'm
well,
saying?
obviously, but I just feel like I don't know. Sometimes I wish just one of these YouTubers would be honest with people. I feel like they're
Erica,
not.
play nice with the pool boy. Just splash him. It'll be good. Who's asking what? I'm so sorry. Good night, Army Gamer. I hope you have a good evening. I'm missing things. I don't know what I'm missing. We're having a nice chat, though. Thank you, Gator.
Bouncer Slab has probably one of the biggest points out there that people try to steer away from, but we should stop doing this. It's a bad stigma. But he says everyone who runs a chat should be expected to advertise for themselves, to continue to grow and to stay live for their fans. I think you should expand it to videos as well, though. Like a lot of people, for a long time, even I was part of this, where it's like I didn't like when people said, "Hey, you should don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this, and
Oh,
put
yeah.
this on
What
Twitter
Gator
and follow
said.
me there." Like at the end of the day, though, you got to do that. You have to advertise for yourself.
Do you know, I don't know if you know how I was doing it. I was putting in my videos, I made this cool thing back when I first started getting my editing software. Hey, best friend.
Oh, my bestie's here.
Yay, bestie's here.
Nice.
I made this cool thing that flies across the screen and it says subscribe, like, comment, say hello. And I put that up there, and now I put that in every single video since then. Okay. Ever since I had an intro and an outro, I put in every video. But I wasn't asking. And I did a little experiment last week, and I asked for the first time in I can't even tell you how long. And do you know I got like double the likes?
Yep.
Double the likes because I said, hey, if you're enjoying this, just hit that like button. It won't hurt you. And all of a sudden, I got double likes. I'm like, are you kidding?
I know.
How am I supposed to fit this? I sing. I have to take a break in the middle of a song and ask for, okay, I guess I do. You know,
you gotta look at it. You gotta look at it like this.
I'll put a little
if you
intro
want,
on, and I'll put it in my intro, and then I'll take the intro of the song and not start singing, and do a little quick thing, and then start singing.
it's smart. I mean, at the end of the day, any movie or TV show has advertising. Unfortunately, we can't count on YouTube to do it for us, so we have to do it ourselves.
That's true. And the other thing, the cool thing that everybody should know is that you don't have to, if you have Patreon, people do not have to be a patron to follow you on Patreon. And if you're consistent and share what you're doing on YouTube through Patreon, and your subscribers follow you on Patreon, which is free, then they'll get notifications from Patreon consistently every time. And not have to worry about YouTube and the bell. Which, by the way, while you're here, please take a moment, take a look around my channel. If you like what you see, don't forget to hit that red button and hit that bell, splash it real good, because you never know when I'll drop a surprise. And then when you're done doing that, go check out Gator's channel. Take a look around his. I bet you'll like it there too. Hit that red bell. Hit the red button. Sorry. Hit that red button and splash that bell too.
Yeah, like I like to say, don't forget to subscribe. And when you subscribe, hit the bell, because if you don't ring the bell, it's like you're not even subscribed at all. Yeah. But because I've been on YouTube so long, to me, the whole entire time I was on here, hitting subscribe was my way of saying, "Oh, I want notifications from this channel." And then they're like, "No, you got to ring a bell for notifications." I'm like, "But why did I subscribe?"
Exactly.
Is it because I didn't want to know if they were putting videos out?
Well, now they have 3 levels. Did you know that? Now there is
where you can get some, or
there's the bell. You don't ring it and you get no alerts. Then you can hit it and get some alerts, and then you can hit it and get all of their alerts. So if you just like them a little, just hit the middle one. Hey, everybody, hit the top one for me. Get every notification, because you're never going to know when I drop a surprise. And I don't just say that because I mean it. I give you a calendar that tells you when I regularly put out everything, but I always throw things in that you never know what to expect.
I'm just like, either you want notifications or you don't. Why does it have? Well, it's pretty black and white. There's no. I don't understand this middle road crap.
You know that.
Yeah, they do. Well, it's not complicated. They just hate this. So if you,
They have to
I
complicate.
had a theory I talked about in an old video, but I really feel as if YouTube would be so happy
Have a
if
good night,
all of
Supernuts.
this.
Thank you for coming.
Good night,
Keep up.
Supernuts, Gator Nates. But I feel like YouTube would be happy if all of us small YouTubers just quit together. I feel like they'd be like, "Oh, thank goodness." I think
Yeah,
they
they
just
don't have to
want
worry
to.
about them anymore.
They want to become Netflix. In reality, they just want to be
They do. They
Netflix.
want to be
They're
Netflix. You're right. You're not
They're like,
right.
this is fun for a while, but there's more money if we start making original shows with big actors. So,
And I hate to say this, but we are going to have to close up in a couple minutes. So I
well,
want
with
to.
me, you have to say that.
Well, I always hate to say it. I don't know if you realize this. So I'm supposed to have my whole plan was to have an hour-long stream once a week. Okay. I was cutting back after my Project 365, doing something every day for the year. I was like, okay, and I'll do a stream a week and it'll be nice and easy, 1 hour. And my streams just seem to be getting longer and longer and longer.
Hey, you know what though?
And then
It's
when I
entertaining.
finish here, do you know what I do? I
What
go
do you
to
do?
Twitch and I play my video games over there and
Oh
I
my
stream
gosh.
over there. So I go from here to there, but I don't have my camera on there. So I'm literally just
Ah.
going over there and you can hear my voice and you start to hear me get sleepy and I go, oh, so we're gonna go up this hill. We're gonna try and find them bad guys. And I'm gonna oh my god! Nobody can even understand what I'm saying anymore.
Well, I want to personally thank you so much for having me on, and like it means the world to me that you would want to have me on. Period.
Of
Let alone actually have me
course.
on.
Are you
So,
kidding? I
thank
love
you so
you.
much.
Thank you
So
for
much fun.
coming. But before you go, listen, there's an idea
Okay.
I don't think you saw earlier. We have this. I was speaking with somebody, and do you remember? Okay. I think they still had it when you were a kid. When you were a kid, and everybody would go around to the neighbors' homes and do Christmas caroling.
Yes,
Okay. And a lot of times you'd pick up
I've done
people
it.
while you were caroling, right? That would join you as you're going around.
Yes.
That is
Yes.
exactly what we're doing for the Christmas. For the holiday season, excuse me. Holiday, schmoliday, Christmas, Hanukkah, whatever you're celebrating, it doesn't really matter. We are starting on December 1st, and I am going to be going to the first channel and caroling there. And then I'm picking her up and she's coming with me to the next channel and we're going to carol there. And the way we're working it is we're going to actually use a small app to make it simpler because it's easier for collaboration. And I'll sing half a song and she'll sing the other half for the first one. And then we'll post that either. We haven't decided if we're going to start it on her channel or start it on my channel. I think we have to start on her channel, but it doesn't matter. We're going to put a collaborative playlist together so people can just go down and look at it. And we're going to go from channel to channel to channel to channel around. Whoever would like us to come to their channel just has to let us know, including you. And we would love to have you join us if you'd like to come caroling with us.
Wow, that is
Isn't that fun?
that is fun. That is awesome. I love Christmas music too, so I'm one of them people that could listen to Christmas music year round.
So we might actually have you join us. Because once we pick you up, what happens is each time we go to once we go past the duet, it becomes a group song, and we can get as many people as we want in there. So it can go from 3, and then we're all the way up to Christmas, and we have one big finale with everybody that was in it.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
Right? I got excited. I got an idea.
Isn't it such a great feeling when you know you've come up with a unique one?
Oh yeah, I love it. I love it. So if you guys want in also in the chat, thank you so much for coming, everybody. I really do appreciate it, by the way. If you would like to have us come caroling, whether you want to join us or not, but if you would like to have us come caroling on your channel, all you need to do is let me know. And we will add you to our caroling channel list. And I hope that you choose to join us too. Thank you for coming, Peter. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
I know the Newsies. I have to watch them still. They really, he swears that they are the best ever. And he's a pretty good taste of judge a character. So, also don't forget, if you guys want us to sing a duet of, what are we singing?
Africa by Toto.
Africa by Toto. That's right.
There's
If
no
you
other
want
song,
us
right?
to, he needs some pressure. Under pressure.
Under pressure. We could do that too.
Give him a little pressure.
It's a great song. I love
and we'll
Under
sing
Pressure.
it together. We'll do a duet.
That'd be beautiful.
MerMazing night, everybody. Thank you for coming, Gator, again. Love you. I'll see you soon.
See ya.
Rock
Peace.
on, my wild ones. Rock on. Bye for now.